There was this thing actually in, I think, Nigeria. No, it definitely was Nigeria. 1996. There was an outbreak of meningitis. And there was, ever heard the Doctors Without Borders?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they came in, they were like, okay, we're going to help the population here. Which they did. And did you ever hear of a company called Pfizer?
I did.
Yeah. So they came along, they were like, do you know what, we'll help out there as well. Do you know, so they set up 2 tents, okay? Each tent, they treated 100 kids, okay? So the first tent was a control group. So they're using, we'll say, I don't want to say a vaccination, but it's more of a kind of antibiotic or some sort to treat the meningitis, okay? Medication. Proven, okay? And the second tent, it was more of a trial group. They were using a kind of experimental drug, never used before, on 100 people, 100 kids there were, so 200 kids in total. Now, after this trial period, I remember they're conducting a trial in the outbreak of meningitis. I think it was in a place called Kano in the northern part of Nigeria. And at the end of the trial, there was 11 deaths. Okay, 6 from the control group and 5 from the experimental group. Now, 2 things. Pfizer, they never notified the parents that they were using the experimental drug. Okay, the parents were under the assumption that they were going to use a drug that was tried and tested and proven. The second thing, which is the main thing, they underdosed the control group. Okay, think why they wanted to do that, why they did that. They wanted to compare the results afterwards so the experimental drug would appear better. You know, that's crazy. It's, you know, something like a company that we would believe in. You know, for years I was seen as a conspiracy. Maybe a decade ago, Pfizer ended up paying $75 million in compensation.
Go away.
Yeah. So there you go. Something we, you know,
and like
we'd have blind faith and trust in.
Is that proof then? I suppose?
Oh, that's documented. Yeah, and that's another thing.
Because you were saying it there, I was in my own head. I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
This podcast
and not only
get fucking sued. I'll be back to my kitchen, fucking begging you to come over to my kitchen again.
But not only 11 deaths though, there was a huge amount of brain damage and cognitive dysfunction as a result of it, and the poor parents who never knew that they were going to use an experimental drug, and of course then they underdosed.
And they were like, these are just poor black people living in Africa. These will be easy victims to get away with. Like,
and do you know where the most of the money went? Back into Nigerian government and the Kano district. Most of the families didn't get anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.